Are you able to get how much of speaking you have to do every day? Impact is 9 to 7 or 10 to 7. I don't know timings. From Monday, you don't have to come to Impact. Can you not spare 1 or 2 hours for learning English? If you cannot spare, your life is finished. Please remember that the best student today cannot get success without English. An average student today can get the highest success with good English. Good English is not so, it was not so important when I was a student. 30 years back, English was not so important. There was no globalization. Today, after globalization, English is important. But in our time, everybody used to learn good English. By the time we were in 5th class, we could speak English for 1 hour without stopping. Today's education concentrates on everything except English. English was not important, it was given preference. We would get F grade if we failed in English. If we failed in physics, chemistry, we would still get AB grade depending on percentage. Fail in English, 90% F grade. Today, how is it? You pass in English, you fail in English, no problem. You must concentrate on your subjects. So I know your subjects are very good. I know your suffering is because of your English. I know also that English is very simple if you go about logically. If you read many books of English, you will learn nothing. I can give you a list of books saying, please read. It will not improve your speaking unless you speak yourself. So these 3 activities I gave you. Now I'm going to tell you one more point. And with that I will finish because he said 40 minutes. I need to finish in 40 minutes. I told you today that there are 4 skills. All skills are dependent on each other. So if you listen well, you speak well. If you read well, you speak well. If you write well, also you speak well. So if you practice listening, reading, writing, your speaking is becoming better. So please do all of them. I only concentrated on speaking because maximum people are asking me questions on speaking. I've given you 3 exercises. I'm giving you a guarantee card also. If you do these 3 exercises sincerely, every day for the next 6 months, you will speak like I'm speaking. More English than this you don't require. If you speak my English anywhere, you will get a job. That is sufficient. It's some basic level of language. Enough. Now I told you, this is called fluency. Fluency means that whenever we have an idea, we can speak. Whenever some idea comes to mind, we can put it into English. That is the first point, and that is fluency. Now one more point is there. If I have your attention, I can share with you. One more point is there in good English, and it is called accuracy. Today all the exercises I gave you, 3 exercises I gave you, your assignment from 28th. It is for only fluency. Now, accuracy implies correct English, good English, English which is acceptable all over the world, in India and elsewhere. Accuracy I cannot tell you in 5 minutes. I have requested Gampa Nageshwar Rao that he can have, 20-30 sessions. I will sit in my room and I'll explain. He can put it on YouTube to benefit millions. It's not only 1,000 who are benefiting. Our chief guest was saying, that 1,500 are here, 3,000 will be here. But you don't know the kind of work Mr. Gampa Nageshwar is doing because lakhs and lakhs are watching these. I haven't watched it myself, but somebody told me day before yesterday that a few lakhs have seen these lectures. So, accuracy implies, are you speaking correct grammatical English? Point number 1, grammar. Just now in the university course is going on. grammar and vocabulary. Since I'm Director of English Language Training, I'm conducting a course. They are enjoying themselves because they are not learning grammar like that. They are learning grammar by doing games, by doing activities, by playing in the classroom. They are learning grammar. That is how to learn, not from a book. You know, if you learn 100 books of swimming and I throw you into a pond, can you swim? You read 100 books. You say, Madam, I've read 100 books. I can write an exam on swimming, but I can't swim. English is like that. You cannot use the language unless you have fluency, accuracy. Fluency you're going to practice. Accuracy we will hope for some other day. Grammar, correct grammar. You have learnt English from your first class or from your 5th class. If any student comes and tells me, I'm Telugu medium, I don't believe them. How can you say you're Telugu medium when 10th class you wrote an exam? Is there anybody here who did not write the English exam for 10th class, 12th class, graduation, BTech? Everywhere English is there. But still we have to come to Impact. Still we have to come to Communication Skills Workshop to learn. Why? Because we are reading books, we are not practicing. Point number 2, as I told you just now, vocabulary. Words don't come easily to the mind. Say, Madam, I have so many ideas, but no words. Vocabulary has to be learnt. Accuracy. Pronunciation. When you pronounce English, when you speak English, does it sound like English? Is it understood by the people who are going to listen to you? Pronunciation also can be learnt very easily, not difficult at all. English is the simplest thing to learn. You are so great that you've learned big subjects. English, such a simple thing. But all are scared of English. They say we are very good. Computer science, electronics, mechanical, we are very good. English, oh my God. English is the simplest thing. We have to go accurately, we have to go properly. Spelling, punctuation, these are all the aspects of accuracy. So someday, sometime, if I can communicate these ideas of accuracy to you in smaller groups. Accuracy cannot be taught unless it is self-learning in more than 30-40 people. If I tell 1500, then 1500 I have to depend on to practice on their own. We cannot play any game because it will take 15 years to cover the game. You can't move out of this room. We can't do that. Therefore, I would recommend all of you, for the time being, try to practice fluency. Then sometime, somewhere, we will meet and talk about accuracy. I will see whether you are improving. But the basic requirement today is, everybody is scared to speak English. Even those who know good English don't want to speak. They feel very comfortable in their mother tongue. I also feel very comfortable in my mother tongue. Why should I take so much trouble to speak English? I can go and tell my Vice Chancellor, I don't want to teach English anymore. Can you give me a chance to teach my language? My Vice Chancellor will say, go home. You teach whatever you like. Today your job is finished. My job in the university is to teach English. So all of us need English for our professional life. Whether we like it, we hate it, we dislike it, we think it's useless, we need it. So therefore we learn it. We don't learn it because we will forget our mother tongue. It is not possible to forget your mother tongue. After speaking English for 50 to 80 years, still the person, people who are staying abroad speak beautiful Telugu. I was there in June, I met a doctor. He went when he was 22 years old after finishing his MBBS. Today he is about 75 to 80 years old. Throughout he spoke to me only in Telugu when he heard that I had come from Hyderabad. How much love he has for Telugu, living in the US for so many years. 60 years almost. Can you imagine? We all love our mother tongue. Nobody can forget. So don't make that mistake. You know, these were the mistakes of the policy makers. They have undermined the English. Our grandfathers spoke good English because Britishers were there. Till I was a student, we were taught good English because importance was there. At that time, no importance for English. If you got MA English degree, it was of no use. Today, if you get MA English degree, it's supposed to be wonderful. But what is it? We have to learn it ourselves. So please go home. These 3 days, please don't practice anything. Listen to the wonderful lectures. But if you have recording devices, please record some good lectures in Telugu. 1 or 2 lectures are enough, not more than that. Go home and translate that lecture into English. Then give that lecture yourself as though you are these great speakers. Stand in your room in front of the mirror and give that Telugu lecture into English, following their body language, their style of speaking. Only language is altered. There you don't have to search for a job or don't have to search for a career. People will be looking for you. People will be running after you. Your English will be good. Your prospects will be wonderful. I wish you all the best. And I hope that all of you will begin your journey from wherever you are. If you are in Hyderabad, begin the journey from here. If you are somewhere else, begin the journey from there. That means level. Lowest level, middle level, highest level, all of us need to improve. Okay? So let us pray that we improve starting from today. Conversation, translation and storytelling. Giving you only my mail ID. I cannot teach English on telephone. So please take down my email ID. SUMITA 3 number and 0 number, that is 30 @gmail.com. Okay? My name is Sumita Roy. It is spelt with only T, not TH. SUMITA 30 is a number, 3 and 0 @gmail.com. Everybody knows, no problem. I'm sure after finishing Impact, if you feel that I should give you those practice sessions, I will mail a soft copy to you. Is that okay?